Good evening. It's Friday, May 28, 2021 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim and this is SunStar Tonight. The Hotel, Resort and Restaurant Association of Cebu says quarantine hotels in Cebu stand to lose millions of pesos in revenues following the one-week diversion of international flights from the Mactan-Cebu Airport to the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Kenneth Torres reports.
Following Malacanang's order in diverting international flights from Mactan-Cebu International Airport to Ninoy Aquino International Airport, the Hotel, Resort and Restaurant Association of Cebu said quarantine hotels in Cebu are set to lose millions in revenue. HRRAC President Alfred Reyes said the one-week flight diversion would make it difficult for quarantine hotels any time when the industry is supposed to be recovering. Reyes said they are badly hit due to the decision of the national government, but as a private entity, they will abide and follow its directive. Reyes appealed to the government to resolve these issues in order to help the hospitality industry, including those who don't have jobs. HRRAC has requested the Department of Tourism to do what it can do while waiting for the further notice regarding the status of the decision. There are 2,400 rooms intended for quarantine hotels, as multiple-use hotels are still not approved by the Health Department. On Monday, May 31, Governor Gwendolyn Garcia, together with Presidential Assistant for the Visayas Secretary Michael Dino, are set to meet with President Rodrigo Duterte to find a win-win situation that would work for the both national government and province of Cebu. Garcia will also present before the President the current COVID-19 situation in Cebu, including process and protocols. OPAV assured the people of Cebu that the national government will not file a case against Garcia on her Executive Order 17 that is allegedly incompatible with the IATF resolution. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
The Department of Labor and Employment has suspended the deployment of Filipino workers bound for Saudi Arabia. This is pending clarification on the Arab country's new COVID-19 protocols for arriving non-citizens. Mildred Galarpe reports.
Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III ordered the suspension of the deployment of Filipino workers to Saudi Arabia yesterday, May 27. This came after the Labor Office received reports that the departing OFWs are being required to shoulder the cost of the health and safety protocol for COVID-19 and insurance coverage premium upon their entry in Arab countries. Bello said deployment will resume after this matter has been clarified. Saudi Arabia's General Authority of Civil Aviation on May 24 issued new guidelines requiring non-Saudis to undergo quarantine for 7 days at a facility supervised by the country's Ministry of Health. The cost of the 7-day quarantine will be included in the price of the airline ticket. Non-Saudi travelers were also advised to present a health insurance policy that covers COVID-19. Exempted from the mandatory quarantine are individuals who have received the complete regimen for COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer-BioNTech, AstraZeneca, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. Also exempted are domestic workers accompanying Saudi citizens and immunized residents, members of official delegations, holder of diplomatic visas and their families, airline and marine vessel crew, truck drivers and their assistants, and passengers involved in health supply chains determined by Saudi's Ministry of Health. According to labor spokesperson Rolly Francia, a total of 464 OFWs bound for Saudi were unable to depart on Friday alone. Under POEA Memorandum Circular No. 1-2021, licensed Philippine recruitment agencies and/or the principals, employers of OFWs should be responsible for the cost of complying with COVID health and safety protocols. Mildred Galarpe, SunStar Tonight.
Cebu City has run out of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine after more than a week of using the vaccine brand for inoculation. Kenneth Torres reports.
No more stock of Pfizer-BioNTech Covid-19 vaccine in Cebu City after more than a week of inoculation using this vaccine brand. Cebu City had an allocation of 5,800 doses of Pfizer vaccines from the national government. Cebu City Health Department Officer in Charge Jeffrey Ibone said he has been communicating with the Department of Health Central Visayas to ask if there are still Pfizer vaccines intended for Cebu City. The city is only using the University of Cebu Senior High School campus at J. Alcantara Street for the Pfizer inoculation. Ibone said that while waiting for another batch of Pfizer vaccines, the city may use the UC Senior High School campus for inoculation of AstraZeneca vaccine. The supply of AstraZeneca vaccines in the city is expected to last until the first week of June. There are around 12,000 remaining doses of AstraZeneca vaccine in Cebu City. Based on the latest data, Cebu City has an average of 800 vaccinees in each site daily. The city will now try to avoid its vaccination program to be hampered again now that more residents are willing to get vaccinated. Yesterday, Cebu City Mayor Edgardo Labella said the existing 400 million pesos budget allocated for the city's COVID-19 vaccine purchase will not be used nor realigned yet. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
The Emergency Operations Center has allowed parishes in Cebu City to celebrate Flores de Mayo activities on May 31. But these should only be held inside the church premises. Mildred Galarpe reports.
Parishes in Cebu City are allowed to celebrate Santa Cruzan or Sagalas on May 31, 2021. In an advisory sent to the parishes in Cebu City, the city's Emergency Operations Center has allowed the parishes to hold Flores de Mayo activities, but this will only be done inside the church premises. The EOC and the Cebu Archdiocese also prohibited the holding of religious procession on the city streets. The church officials asked the parishes that minors should be barred from entering the church to observe the existing interagency task force protocols prohibiting minors below 15 years old to go out. Earlier this month, EOC Deputy Chief Implementer Cebu City Councilor Joel Garganera appealed to the barangays to refrain from holding activities for Flores de Mayo amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Garganera said should the barangays want to organize activities, they need to secure a permit from the Philippine National Police. Flores de Mayo is celebrated in the month of May in honor of the Virgin Mary. Mildred Galarpe, SunStar Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Thanks for watching SunStar Tonight. See you again next week. Good night.